welcome back. I will admit to you, I haven't picked up my needles at all since I was live last week. Just kind of had a crazy week. So I left off my key sweater right here. Still working on the ribbing. So I've got 2.5 inches out of 4 inches done. So my goal today while I'm live is just to finish the ribbing so that I can get into the yoke and my increases and then get into the body. That's my goal today. But hopefully you guys have had a good weekend so far. I think I'm just gonna, what time is it? It's like 10 something, I think. So I'm just gonna knit and hang out, and if people pop in, let's chat. If not, I'm just gonna sit and knit and hang out anyway. I need to get this done because I really want to start working on the body and actually get the pattern going. I was just feeling a little unmotivated this weekend, or this entire week, to be completely honest. It's been kind of a crazy week. I will be starting my new job pretty soon. I am closing on a house pretty soon. I'm closing on my old house pretty soon. And I'll be kind of in a weird transition period for a little bit, but that's okay. So I want to be in a good place with this sweater when that time comes. And in all honesty, like it will be July when I'm moving. So hopefully I'll be like done with this sweater by then. I just need to get a little bit more motivated. But hopefully you guys are having a good weekend. It's another kind of gloomy morning here, but I am working on the key sweater by Jenna Knits, and I am using some mohair tied with this wool that is different shades of blue. It's like a dark blue mixed with the navy. It's really pretty. And I'm just doing a knitting for olive mohair. That's all I really have going on. I do have my patterns in front of me because I do remember I talked to you all about a Keen's & Co pattern that I had purchased for socks, which I'm really excited to get those on the needle because I do think I'm going to turn it into peaches instead of tomatoes, but I'll show you that one. So this is the pattern that I purchased. What's it called? The Summer Ruby socks. They're so cute. So that's a pattern I'll be working on next once I knock out this sweater. And then I also have 3 baby knits that I need to get started. So I really want to get, that's not including for my own children. I have 2 baby knits. I have one that I need to have done by the end of May and one that I have a little bit more wiggle room on. But I was thinking, what am I on? I was thinking about just doing the same pattern for everybody because I just bought this pattern a couple days ago. Let me see if I can find that in this pile of patterns. The auto sweater by Jenna Knit. I don't want to mix up my patterns because then I will have no idea what's going on. It's super cute and it's all stripy and it's cute. My girlfriend doesn't know what she's having yet, but my other friends, they know what they're having, so I can kind of like coordinate some colors with that. But I think it's so cute, and then I'll make 2 for my own kids. So I might be making 4 of those in the very near future because one of them needs to be done by the end of May. They're having their baby shower May 30th, I think. So that's relatively soon. So if I can get in a good place in this sweater to where, like, out of increases and stuff, I'll probably cast on the auto sweater for the May baby shower, and then the other baby shower situation won't be until like the fall time frame. So I won't stress about that one until probably summer. And then I want to have my kids' sweaters done too. But I feel like this pattern only goes up to what size? It goes to 3 to 4 years. So Jack should fit in that. I'll probably end up making the same size for both of my kids, so that Olivia can get some longevity in the sweater. She can wear something a little bit baggy, and then Jack will have one that just fits, probably just for this season, but that's okay. I'm excited to get some baby knits on the needles. It's been well, honestly, it's been since Olivia was born, since I've done a baby sweater, and I do still have my anchor sweater patterns, so I could make one of those, but I think I'm gonna try something different. The auto sweater seems really cute. And I think my girlfriend, the one that's on the picture is like a cream with a brown. I think she would really like that. She does a lot of neutrals, but the one for May, I think I want to make that one a little bit more colorful. And I think they're having a girl, if I remember correctly. I'll have to double check before I put them on the needles, but that'll be fun to get some baby knits on once I'm done with the yoke of this, which will hopefully be this week if I get motivated enough. It's also just starting to get hot out, and knitting something so warm when it's already 90 outside, it's like the last thing I want to do. I'm not doing any summer knits this year. I just finished a t-shirt, but it's a pretty thick sweater t-shirt, so I think that might be the only kind of pattern that I do. I'll just do a lighter weight. But good morning. Hello. Hi guys. But I would do that sweater again. That sweater was really cute, but I might not do as thick of yarn, so I'd have to adjust it because it is pretty toasty. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. My mohair keeps getting tangled up, and I don't want to end up with weird bubbles in my stitches. If you're working on anything this morning, let me know what patterns you're looking at or what colors you're working with. My socks probably won't be cast on for a while. Yes, I do. I went for a run this morning, and then I came back and did some yoga, and now I am refreshed and taking a little knitting break before I start baking some goodies and hanging out. This is looking so pretty though. I really like how it's knitting up. It reminds me a lot of the, if you've watched any of my videos, like the snowflake beanie that I made. It turned out so pretty. That was a commission project, but I want to make another one for my son because he really liked how that one turned out too. I think this is going to be so cute in the winter. I got some comments on TikTok about this sweater because somebody thought I wasn't going to have enough yarn for it. And first of all, I mean, I think I'm going to be fine on the blue. That's the main color. Yeah, my channel's Jenna Knits. That would be amazing. Thank you. But the other color I'm going to be playing Yarn Chicken with, but that's okay because I could just knit as I go. I can just order more yarn so that I don't end up with a ton of surplus. Thank you. I appreciate your support. I don't really believe in the whole buying a ton of yarn just to make sure you don't run out. I would much rather play Yarn Chicken and not spend $1 million on yarn. If I have to go buy one ball of yarn, I would be much happier than ending up with like 4 extras, you know. Especially like having to order it online and stuff. There's just too many hoops these days. So I'm gonna play Yarn Chicken, but she was so upset about that. I thought it was funny. I don't have the space. I already have 5 bins of yarn. I don't have the space to have like all this other extras. But yeah, I'll be on here until my ribbing is done. I think I only have like 1.5 inches left, so that'll take me some time. Which country? I live in the States. My name's Jenna. Thank you. I ended up with a hiccup right here. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can fix that. Can't tell if I dropped a stitch or not last time. I might have. You've got this weird, I don't love that. But I'm gonna try to fix it. I don't know why this is. It probably happened when it was just sitting in my bucket all week. I think I tangled up some stuff. Let's see if I can fix it. See if my stitch count is right. That's weird. Working double can be kind of odd because that's why I like to do contrasting colors when I work double so that I don't miss one of my strands. And my stitch count's not off, so I'm not sure how that happened, but I'm not going to fix it. Everything worked out how it's supposed to. All right, how long did that take me? 10 minutes to do one round. That's not good. My hair is so fuzzy. That's so odd. Oh well. I am not. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Is it an app? I don't know. Sorry. Hello. Nope, I am on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. That's what I have. And then I have my website, which is just jennaknits.com. But that's kind of going to be probably temporarily shut down because I don't have anything to sell right now. Thank you. I'm like really loving how it's knitting up too. I'm doing the Key sweater by Petite Knit. Let me see if I can find what it actually looks like. I love Petite Knit patterns. They're so nice and tailored. This is what the sweater looks like. Only I'm knitting mine in gray and blue. So it's gonna be this blue. And then as the main color. And then the secondary stripe color is going to be gray with like blue flecks. So it'll look pretty sharp. It's coming up nicely. Her patterns are so nice and they're so well written. There's some patterns where I'm like, I give up. I'm not going to do this. Her patterns are always really, really nice. But this sweater is going to be thick, 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 and so cozy for me to wear in like January. I'm planning ahead. Yeah, I'm excited to be working on it. I'm hoping I'll be in the body this week. A skull cap. No, it's not. I do make those, but not this time. I'm not making that this time. This is the ribbing of the sweater. So this is like the collar. Which I guess it's kind of like mock turtle necky. It seems like it is kind of high up, which is kind of fun. I don't really knit those type of patterns. This is just something different. It's a lot. It's very tedious, which is why this 4 inches of ribbing has taken me like 3 weeks because it's just so draining. But I'm excited that it's a striped pattern because I'll feel like it'll go faster. Like if I can get through 2 stripes a night, you know, there's only 10 stripes or whatever. I feel like I can fly through that as opposed to just working stagnant with one color. Because it's so tedious. You kind of like, I don't know, get tunnel vision after a while. I feel like that's how, I don't crochet, I don't know how, but I feel like that's how I would feel crocheting too. I'm just like, I just want to be done already. But my goal today in this live is to get the ribbing done. So I only need 4 inches, and I was pretty close to 3 inches when I hopped on here. So we'll see how long it takes for me to get to 4. Well, the increases and stuff, I can't do that on live. I gotta focus when I do that or I will mess everything up. So I'll try to get that done so that next time I go live, I'm just in the body, just doing stripes. It's the goal. Oh, cool. I bet a crocheted washcloth would be much better than a knit one. I've knit them before and I just, one, they're not fun to make. Knitting, it's like, I don't know. That's just such a boring project to knit, I feel. And I feel like the different materials I've used just have not worked, but I feel like crocheting is so much thicker and has like cushion to it, if that makes sense. I would love to learn how to crochet, but I'm too nervous, so instead I'm just challenging my knitting skills by trying new things, trying to perfect this art a little more. That's great that you can do both, though. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm just going to be doing this for a little bit, and then once I hop off, I'm going to go, I want to bake some bagels today, do a little bit of meal prepping. So I'm going to make some bagels and clean up my house, meal prep a little bit. I already did all my other chores. So it's just kind of clean up mode, and hopefully it doesn't start raining until much later so I can wander outside for a little bit. But it is supposed to be like pretty nasty thunderstorms later this afternoon. So hopefully I can get my stuff done before that happens. But we're in like a really bad drought where I live, and so I'm actually very excited for it to finally rain. People that knit are really good at crocheting. That's cool. I don't know why. I say this in like every video, but it just makes me so nervous. I don't know why. I feel like I don't trust myself to crochet correctly. I feel like I would end up with so many crooked projects because your yarn's just loose to the world, and this, it's like contained, and for some reason that stresses me out. Like my girlfriend, she crochets and I watch her do it. I'm like, how do you even know what you're doing? How do you even know what you're doing? I don't get it. I know what I have going on. How do you know what you have going on? I feel like I would just mess it up. But I love the look of granny squares. I love the look of crocheted clothes. I think it is so cool. But I don't even, like, I could use a hook for drop stitches and stuff like that, but I don't even use it to fix my drop stitches. Like, I just feel so uncomfortable with it. But I would need to take like a sit down in a studio, like sit down in a shop, kind of one-on-one lesson in order for me to, on top of like 500 tutorials on YouTube, to gain confidence with crochet. But I will get there. I just keep psyching myself out. But 2 of my nieces were crocheting for a while, and that was really cool too. It seems to be the thing right now. I love when YouTube like suggests a question to ask people watching. I think it's so funny. Some of the ones they come up with are so weird. It's like, who put this in here? It's something that I would need to say out loud. Let me see where we're at. I think I'm 3 rounds in. Let's see if we're finally at 3 inches. It's so cute. No, you're totally fine. That's what I love about like going live on here. So I don't have any knitting groups or anything around here. I'm at 3, sweet. And so I come on here to be like your virtual crafting buddy, you know? I don't have anybody, I literally have no one that knits. Just lost my beginning round marker. But I don't have anybody that knits, and so I like, they can be chatty or they're quiet. Either way, I like that we're just kind of hanging out crafting together. So if you want to talk to me, you can. But I will also just talk to myself. I have no problems doing that either. Oh my goodness. But yesterday was a pretty like chill day. I was having a lot of, I don't know, I was having a lot of anxiety yesterday. And so I sent a text to my boyfriend saying like, I feel like I just need to go sit outside and just take a breath of some salty air. Like I live on an island. So I was like, I feel like I just need to go sit outside and just photosynthesize and chill out for a minute. And we ended up at this really cool, like, waterfront restaurant, very like beachy vibe kind of place. And we sat out on the dock for a while, and just kind of let the salty air kind of scrub inside. It was really nice. And then we went back home and we got some Chinese food and we watched Ted Lasso till like 10 o'clock and it was great. And I'm like just a couple episodes away from finishing Ted. That show is so good. And we've had like some really good conversations about it, about how like the show's not about soccer at all. It's all about mental health and how different people cope with mental health. It's like such a good show. It's so beautiful. But then we were also getting the desire to like watch something more, I hate saying fantasy because in my mind like Game of Thrones type shows aren't fantasy, but I know that they are. But a new show kind of like that. Something that's not so like realistic, you know? Because we're big on Lord of the Rings, but we don't really want to watch it again because we watched it so recently. And so we need a new show to watch. And then we were also talking about how he's never read Fourth Wing, but I was letting him know about Fourth Wing and how Michael B. Jordan is making that into an Amazon series and how interesting that's going to be, but he wants to read the books. And I told him I think he would like them. Those books are easy to read. They're so easy to read. And they're good. They're good if you like that kind of thing. I think they're good. I think I own the first one. I do need to check. Pretty sure I own the first one. But I'm still reading the newest book from Blood and Ash series. I think it's called The Primal, what is it? Bone and Blood or something. I'm still reading that. It's finally kind of picking up a little bit. I think in the next couple chapters it will actually be a little less dry. But that's been disappointing so far because I feel like it's taking me forever to get through it. And the other ones I just digested, like inhaled those books. They were so good. And this one I'm like, whew. I'm only on page 100 And I've been reading it for like 2 months. This is ridiculous. I feel like I have to gain energy to start it. But it's finally starting to pick up, which is good. I hope they don't turn that into a live like adaptation, because I think it would be, they'd have to do a lot of rewrites on that. If anybody's read the Blood and Ash series, hopefully you understand what I mean, because sometimes it's written so well, and then other times it's like, okay, like that was like super immature, childish phrasing for things. Like, these are grown adults in this book. Like, they don't need to talk like that. Just sometimes they give like the teen angst, like, but really it's a grown man, so it just gets a little cringy, in my opinion. But the storyline's really good. Just waiting for this one to kind of get over the weirdness that it's going through so that I can start actively enjoying it. But yeah, guys, it's going to get pretty crazy here pretty soon, because I'm officially under contract with my new house, which is so exciting. I can get out of this apartment. Oh my gosh, I feel like, so if you guys have followed me on here before, like, I used to have this massive garden. I was just like an outside little bird, and I feel so trapped in an apartment. And so I'm really excited that I'm starting my new job, and kind of all at the same time. Like, my last day at my current job is the end of May, and then I start my new job June 1st, and then I close on my house July 2nd, so it's like boom, boom, boom. And I'm just so excited. This is going to be a great, like, fresh start after such an incredibly stressful, crazy year. I'm really excited for me and my kids to, like, be able to just go outside, you know. We have, like, our little porch and everything like that, but we can't really, like, go play in the grass downstairs or anything like that, because people don't leash their dogs, and it's not like we're like always on edge. My son's really scared of dogs, and so because people don't leash them, and then they run up on him, and it's understandable as to why he's scared, because he's only 4. But it'll be nice for us to have, like, our space. I'm really excited about that. It's going to be a good time, I think. We can get our garden going again, and yeah, it's going to be really cool. And I'm excited about my new job. It'll be a good change of pace and use my brain in a different way, and I'm going back to a field that I really loved being in before I had my kids, so that'll be really fun, I think. Different challenge, but necessary challenge in that same breath. It'll be good. Lots of changes. Did I just do that again? No, it didn't. And that's what I did. Weird. But I don't know how to fix that, so I'm just gonna hook it on there and fix it in the next round. I'm like, so when I messed up earlier, when I saw my mistake earlier, I think when I'm hooking in to do my pearls, I'm accidentally, when I'm picking up that stitch, I'm picking up the mohair from the previous round, which is why I'm getting a double of mohair in some of my stitches. Because now that one looks a little weird. But it's okay, I'll fix it. Now I know what I'm doing. What I'm actively doing wrong. I watched myself do it, and then I went to put it down, and then it looked like it was going to make a hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stitch it back in and kind of make that stitch a little bit tighter, so I don't end up with this weird vertical line of mohair when everything else is like this, the V. I don't want to end up with a weird mark. Because every time I make a mistake, it always ends up being, because like usually you have your beginning round when you're doing this part, and then you have your beginning round will sometimes change once you are doing just the body or whatever. And every time I make a mistake, it ends up right on the front, like right here, dead center, every single time. And so I really want to make sure I don't do that again today. Because I will notice these weird vertical strands of mohair. But I'm not the biggest fan of mohair, so I'm kind of excited to be kind of stash busting with this project. I've had this gigantic blueberry of yarn for like 2 years now, like this giant thing taking up space, and I'm excited to be able to get rid of that. And then also excited to be able to get rid of my mohair, because I don't love knitting with mohair. I think it's really itchy. It does add like beautiful halo and texture and all this stuff, and I like wearing it. Wearing it's fine, but I feel like it's like little needle pricks while I'm actively knitting. So after a while, it does hurt my hands. So this might be the last time I have to buy mohair for a while. I think I like just the less fuzzy stitches, like sweaters. Mohair felt like because it kind of is, it felt like such a luxurious thing when I first started knitting. And then I started knitting with it and I was like, I hate this experience. So I don't need to pair this with mohair, but I just thought I might as well get rid of it. It'll give it some dimension, all that good stuff. And it's good mohair. It's knitting for olive, so it's good mohair. But then also with the fact that I play yarn chicken so much, I have to go buy more mohair, because I know that I don't have enough to get through this, but I will only be buying like one little mini cake at a time. So like $15, it's crazy. So once this one starts, I don't know, I have so much left, like this is a lot. So I have a while before I need to do it, but once that starts to run low, I'll just order it online and pause the project. And when I pause the project to wait on mohair, then that's probably when I'll start a baby knit for the baby shower coming up at the end of next month. Because that won't take me long to do. I love doing baby knits so much. I'll say that forever. They're so much fun. I knit my daughter a couple of dresses, and she hates them. Like, she hates wearing them. And they're like little jumper dresses, but she just pulls on them, and like she just hates them. So I think I'm gonna only be making her sweaters. I don't know why she doesn't like them. Like, I used incredibly soft, maybe I'll frog them and make a sweater out of that particular yarn. Maybe I'll do that in my next live. Maybe I'll frog that and cast something on, because she absolutely hates it. And that makes me sad because it's really pretty. But both of them that I made, she doesn't like wearing them. And it could be because they're kind of like loose and, you know, straps are easy to pull on, whatever. She's only one. But she fights them. So I wonder if I made her like a pretty sweater, she would like that better. It's not a bad idea, because I have some things that I want to frog too and reuse the yarn for. Because I've knit some sweaters that I've never worn, because they're uncomfortable, or they're too tight. They're not too tight, like they're fitted, but the one I'm thinking of in particular was my purple unicorn sweater. It's mixed with mohair, it's snug, and it is just so itchy, but no matter what, I am not separating the wool from the mohair, so I will probably just be tying that together again. Nice! Oh my gosh, you did it so fast. I wish that you could share pictures on here, because that would be so cool. I want to see. What color did you do? And what type of yarn are you using for your washcloths? Are you just doing wool? I'm thinking so much about frogging that project. This is like actually very exciting, because I have the auto sweater that I'll be making for my daughter and for my son, and the purple unicorny sweater that I was just talking about. I could use that in this and also make one for my girlfriend with her baby, and they could have matching sweaters. Oh my God, that's such a cute idea. Because she has another daughter, and I have enough of that yarn where I can make 3 of them. So that would give me 5 sweaters to make. Right? Yeah, 2 baby showers. No, it's Olivia, Jack, Brixton, 6. I need to make 6 child knits. Pink, blue, and purple. Cute. I love that. I love that. So I love about like making your own things is you just can just customize it to your exact taste. Like I would never find this particular sweater in the store, you know? And that's why I love making my own clothes. I wish that I was better at sewing because I feel like if I could sew my own clothes with confidence, I feel like my style would be so much more represented and I'd be so much more comfortable in my clothes and everything. That's something I would love, like as my kids get older, for me to focus on actually knowing how to sew. I heard that. I completely am along with that. I had this, somebody reached out wanting what was it? Like a custom beanie, but they haven't paid for it yet. And so, and they haven't said anything in weeks now, and they haven't paid for it yet. And so I haven't gone out and purchased the yarn because it's like 4 different colors. I'm like, if you haven't paid for it yet, buddy, like, I'm not gonna make it. This is like, these are all colors I will never use, and I'm not gonna go spend all this money when you haven't given me any yet. I can't be bothered either. And I only have like a Hobby Lobby up the road, and that place gives me anxiety. I need to know exactly what I need from there. I can't just go wander that place. It's just, it's just too much. And my Michael's, I have a Michael's like 40 minutes from here, and it's just so sad. I used to have a really awesome yarn shop downtown in the town I'm in, and that's where I learned how to knit and like everything. And they were really awesome, but they shut down like 2 years ago. And so my closest yarn shop for the longest was like 45 minutes away. And they just opened one right up the road, but I'm scared to go because it's in kind of like a bougie area. And so I know that yarn is going to be more expensive than it needs to be. I want to go and check it out just because I feel like as a knitter I should go check it out. But I don't want to go there just to have it make me sad. Like, you guys sell this bougie yarn that I could buy online for much cheaper. Or I could just go to like Savannah and find it in the discount bin. You know what I mean? Savannah, Georgia has some amazing yarn shops. There's one, oh man, what's it called? No, Unravel? Sounds right. I haven't been there in a long time, but like half of their store is just dedicated to discounted yarn. That's how I found this. It had no tag. It was just this giant ball of beautiful blue yarn. And there will be like silks and all kinds of stuff. Like half the store is just dedicated to discounted yarn. And that place is magical. I think it's called Unravel because the other one is Frayed Knot, and I was kind of disappointed in Frayed Knot. Just because it was so small. They packed a lot in, but it was just so small. But I did find yarn for my spicula sweater there, so that was cool. I need to make another one of those. I want a brown one, like a really rich chocolate brown spicula sweater. That one was really fun to knit. If you don't know what that is, I cannot remember who created the pattern, but you do cables starting at the top. So you have like your ribbing and your yoke, and it's cables all the way down. So you start with cables when you're doing your ribbing, and then the cables go into your increases. So your entire raglan stitch is nothing but cables. It's so pretty. That was so fun to knit, and was chunky yarn too, so it was really fast to knit. but I want like a rich, I did a cream. Was I pregnant with my daughter, or did I just, I think I was pregnant with my daughter when I made that, or no, that was the anchor sweater when I was pregnant with Liv. So it was after I had my daughter, I made this ridiculous sweater. And I just wanted something like non-attention color. So I just did a cream one. But now I want different ones. Because it's probably my most worn sweater. Things getting all kinds of pilly and stuff now. I gotta check my measurement after this round. But I thought about making a new anchor sweater recently. It's just so comfortable. But that won't be something I do for a while. I want to focus on this one. This is my selfish knit right now. And then I just discovered in this live I have so many baby knits to do. So maybe after that I'll cast on my socks as like a nighttime project with my DPNs, and then maybe I'll cast on another anchor. Because that was fun to knit too. That's the first time I did a raglan sweater, was with the anchor sweater. And then I realized I love raglan sweaters. Some people don't. I think that's fascinating. It's just so nice. It just looks so crisp. I think they're beautiful. Some people also like knitting flat, and those people are crazy. I need to go through my yarn bins later tonight too and kind of map out what I want to do for some of these projects. Because I think I am going to frog that one particular dress for Olivia. Because that one she didn't even wear. The other one she did wear, she just didn't enjoy herself. The other one she won't even put on. So I think if I frog that, I'll repurpose the yarn into something really pretty for her. I think that would be fun. Knitting for Olive has some really pretty, like, little girl patterns, but from what I've read, I like the writing of Petite Knit better. They're not as, like, colorful patterns. They're more, like, Petite Knit's more, like, chic, versus Knitting for Olive is more, like, cutesy. But I don't think I like the way that Knitting for Olive writes patterns. But maybe I'll buy one and we'll see how long it takes me to do it. Coming up on my hour mark. I only wanted to do this for an hour, so hopefully I'm getting close to my 4 inches. If not, I'll put it on pause and finish it tonight. I have bagels to bake, and I need to film a video for my other channel, and because I haven't done that in a while, I haven't been feeling particularly inspired, so I'm going to film a video for my other channel, which if you're interested, it's a baking channel. It's called We Bake Sometimes. It's usually me and my kids, but my son really loves filming videos for that channel. He's been doing it for a long time. I'm a little baker. But I don't know, the world is kind of shifting. I don't know if I want them on here as much as they used to be. Maybe just now and then. But I'm gonna go bake some bagels, film a video for that. So if you feel like learning how to make bagels, I'll have a video posted on We Bake Sometimes here pretty soon. I don't know what kind I'm gonna make yet. I kind of want like like a cheesy bagel. We'll see what I have. But making bagels is so much fun. I was talking about it last night. So my boyfriend, he always kind of misses the opportunity to eat things that I've baked. And I've known him for over 10 years. And he knows that I bake and that I'm like very passionate, and I was a baker in a past life and all this stuff. And But every time I bake something like fresh, I don't see him for a couple of days, so he always misses the opportunity to have it. And so I told him that I was going to make bagels today, and now his new thing is like that I don't know how to bake. He's like, there's never been any proof you don't know how to bake. So I might sneak some bagels over to his house later so that he can have a couple of them. But my son will be so excited. Jack likes his jalapeno cheddar bagels. I don't know if I have any jalapenos though. I don't think I do. He likes pickled jalapenos on his. And last time I made those, they were so good. They were crazy good. But I don't think I have any jalapenos, so he might just be getting cheddar bagels, and that's okay. That will be okay. And then I think I'm feeling like sweet toothy, so I might make some cookies too, just for funsies. Like some just like standard chocolate chip cookies. Don't sound bad to me. Feeling snacky. All right, let's see where I'm at. Do my stitch so I don't lose my marker again like last time. I swear I lose my beginning round marker constantly. It is really dumb how often I lose it. Okay, let me start here. I'm almost at 3. Hold on, where am I at? Almost at 3.5. So just a couple more rounds. Probably like 3 more rounds and then I'll hop off. But I don't know, guys. Let me know in the chat if you would be interested. Like when I do move, my place is gonna need a little touch, a little bit of love. So if you guys would be interested in me showing you some like renovation-y type videos, let me know, because it'll still be crafty. It'll still be that, but when I move, a lot of time will be geared more towards getting that place situated. So if you would be interested in videos like that, let me know, because that would be fun. I'm really very excited about that. I'll probably just film them anyway, just for my own records, which is kind of what I use YouTube for these days. It would be nice to use it for financial reasons, but using it for records and memories is also really nice. Oops. Yeah, I think I only have like 3 more rounds and then I'll be at my 4-inch mark, which is pretty exciting. And then tonight I can focus on doing my increases, and then, because that won't take me long, because I actually really love doing like make ones. I don't know why, but I'll also be done with ribbing, so I'll be just doing knit stitches, which makes it a lot easier to fly through. I need to make me another cup of coffee. Another cup of coffee. I will say one bummer about the place that I'm moving is that I always had goals. I've always had big gardens in the houses that I've lived in as an adult. Like the first house I ever bought, I think I was 25 or 24 when I bought my first house. I was very, very lucky. And I had a big garden back there, but I got pregnant with my son and we moved. So I didn't have the opportunity to, it's the only house I've lived in where I would have had the opportunity to have chickens. And the town that I'm moving to is like 99% HOA. And so I won't be able to have chickens. And I'm really sad about that. And I haven't told my son that yet because he's going to be super bummed because he really wants chickens too. But I'm really excited to get my garden back started. Really, I need my hands in the dirt. I do have seeds growing on the back porch right now, but it's just not the same. It's not the same. Once you've had a really big garden, shifting to just a bucket on your back porch is different. think my experiment of figuring out what time to go live has kind of been proven the last couple weeks, because when I go live in the morning it is much quieter, so I am learning that my particular channel is much more active in the afternoon, which that's okay. If I have time later, I'll always come live on live again. I don't have very much. I'll have to edit my video. That's about it. So hopefully that won't take me a million years to do. Sometimes editing my videos takes a really long time, but I feel like today it won't be anything too extravagant. I haven't done, because I go live so much on here, I haven't done like a proper edited knitting video, so maybe I should start one of those today. Of this sweater in particular. Usually, so I noticed that when I do like time, it's not really a time lapse, I guess it kind of is a time lapse, but of me making sweaters for my YouTube videos, like edited videos, it does motivate me to knit more. So maybe I'll do that. I'll start 2 videos today. I'll get this one started. I keep getting the hiccups. I'll get this one started. And even though I'm already this far in, that's okay. I haven't done anything exciting yet. So I'll get this one started so that you guys can have a beginning to end time lapse of me making it. And then I'll also still knit it in the live so you have it in real time too. And then I will make my bagel video for my other channel. That sounds good. I'm really stoked to eat a bagel. I want a breakfast sandwich for lunch, I think. I think that sounds delicious right now. I'm a sucker for a breakfast sandwich. But depending on how my afternoon goes, I might go live on here later. It won't hurt anything. I'll just be knitting anyways. So. And then I won't be able to go live next weekend because I will be with my kids. So it would be the following weekend when I go live. And also, pretty soon, I'm going to be having surgery. So when that happens, that's another thing that's happening in the near future. Whenever that happens, I'll probably be going live like every day because I'll just be laying in bed at my mom's house. Because I won't be able to lift anything or do anything for a little while. So luckily I have this big project to work on. I didn't think about that. Luckily I have this big old project to work on so that I will be occupied. But hopefully you guys are getting some of your projects done. Here we go. This has actually been really nice this morning because in the afternoons I get some really combative people, and I honestly hate posting those particular lives to my channel because it's not fun to like listen to, but I get some really combative people on here that are just like really inappropriate. And I hate coming on here to like hang out and craft and then having to ban people. It's just so awkward. And then it's not fun to like rewatch later because I'm just like arguing with somebody. And they don't let you permanently ban. You can only ban them for 24 hours. Like every time I go live in the afternoon, it would be the same person that came into my live. And for some reason, even if I mark, which I do every time, but I did a little experiment. If I put that my live is not for kids, I would just get flooded with kids in the afternoon. And then if I mark that it is for kids, I still get flooded with kids. So like either way, which is fine, I'm just knitting, like I'm not doing anything crazy, but I get kids asking like really inappropriate questions. Like last week I had a 10-year-old tell me she hated me. Like it's just like, okay, I'm just knitting a sweater here, guys. Like why Does it have to be this way? And I know that that's not fun to rewatch. Like if you're wanting to watch my lives to have your virtual knitting buddy, like having it be combative is not a good time. So I guess I need to learn how to navigate that behavior by just not responding to it. But I'll also, probably in the next one, try to fix it on my computer so that we can listen to music at the same time, because it does get quiet. Especially in moments where I do have to concentrate, which will be pretty soon, because I know once I'm done with the yoke of this, I know there is a chart for the stripe pattern, because it's not just stripes, it's like kind of like T-shaped, from how it looks to me. It looks like it's a little bit T-shaped. So I will try to still figure out what's going on with my laptop live. I wonder if I could go live on my other channel, if it would let me. That would be interesting to find out. I haven't tried, because there's no need to go live on my other channel. Because I feel like that would be so boring. Well, maybe it wouldn't be. I don't know. I don't know. Would you guys watch somebody live bake? I don't know. Maybe. I got about 3 more minutes till I'm at my hour mark, and then I'm gonna hop off here and get those started. Oh goodness, what a day. But I hope you all are enjoying your afternoon, wherever you are, enjoying your weekend, getting some rest, or working on some projects. Maybe you're also making bagels today, who knows? Or maybe you now feel inspired to make bagels today, I don't know. But either way, I go live on here every other Sunday. Sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's in the afternoon. It just depends how my day plays out. Either way, my lives are posted to my channel, so you can always rewatch them later if you wanted to have your virtual crafting buddy so you don't have to craft alone. I've always really enjoyed coming on here and hearing what people are working on, or having them feel inspired to start something. And if you did pop into this live today, if you were new here, please feel free to subscribe. I do post videos. It's just every couple of weeks, but I do go live every other week, so you do see me. I also have TikTok. I post a little bit more frequently on there, just in real-time videos. And then if you're interested in baking, I have my baking channel, We Bake Sometimes, where I bake with me and my kids. But I have finished in this round, and then I'm going to put it down and go work on some other things, map out my yarn. If I do go out live later, I will talk about my yarn plans for my next project, because I'll be working on this one for a while. I'm going to try to get my auto sweater planned out, which will be very cute, I think. I think it's adorable. But I will see you guys maybe later, maybe in 2 weeks. Hopefully I'll see you guys later, and I'll be able to hop on here later this afternoon. I think I should be able to. It all depends if I get all my baking stuff done. But thank you guys for popping in. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, all the good stuff, and I will talk to you later.